a team and having assets to trade in the first round to get a first-round quarterback, and you could have got Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson, and your organization decided to get Mitch Trubisky. I mean, imagine that.
Up to get Mitchell Trubisky, and you don't have a first next year. Thank you very much.
Those are Redskins decisions.
Look, we have Chicago Bears first round pick, so I'm very pleased to see that. So,
but that wasn't because of Trubisky. That was because of Khalil Mack, which I would have done that trade.
I look at
Khalil Mack, yes. Trubisky, no.
I look at it now. I'm like, hey,
no, that Trubisky trade
Khalil
was
Mack
terrible.
is an awesome player. He's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer. But I'm looking at it like now. I'm like, well, Trubisky is the reason why they're not in first place. Their offense is atrocious, and they can't beat the Chargers. Drew Brees came back, lit the world up, 31-9 over the Cardinals. Seon.
Hey, hold on, Dave. You was bigging up that air raid, brother. You was hyping that air raid and shit. You was hyping that bum ass air raid, talking shiznit.
I'm not denying I didn't talk shit. I like the air raid offense. I still like Kyler Murray. I mean, hell, he played the Saints.
Will, how you feel about that air raid, man? How you feel about that air raid, Will?
Coach.
What you think about that air raid offense over there, Will?
For Arizona?
Yeah.
I think.
Father back there talking.
No, that's Wayne.
Okay. Hey, Wayne, what's up, man?
What's up with you?
I think. Honestly, I'm not a Cliff Kingsbury fan. I don't like how he.
I don't like him either.
I don't like how he exited out of USC. Like, I think they giving him the golden boy treatment. I think that if he were a black coordinator that did that, he would not have the same opportunities. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm going to leave that right there. I think the offense is good for the quarterback that they have. And, they just traded for Kenyon Drake with the Dolphins.
Yes, they did.
So see what they're going to do with him and David Johnson. I don't know. I like the spread offense, this air raid stuff. I mean, you don't have the receivers for it. I love Fitzgerald to death, but, I mean,
he a possession receiver right now. He's a possession
receiver at this point. So I just don't think they have the personnel to run that. And I don't know what they want to do because they went for it on fourth down in a heavy package in their air raid team. So I don't understand.
Questionable decision. Yeah, I'm a fan of the offense because I legitimately feel that if you have the proper horses to run that offense, it can be deadly. It's just like running the K-gun back in when Buffalo was running it with Jim Kelly. You had Andre Reed was the man. You had the tight ends. You had the other receiver. You had Steve Tasker coming to run it. It was no huddle, but you had the horses to run it. If you don't have the receivers to run that offense, it's not going to work.
Or the quarterback.
By the time you get to the fourth quarter, your defensive backfield is going to be gassed. That's the reason why I like it. That's why you have to really a team like Arizona, if they get the offensive weaponry that they need and they get an offensive line that actually block, that offense is going to do wonders. And I really like Kyler Murray, but, I mean, it was the Saints. And Drew Brees came back hungry. So,
yeah.
Oh, well. The Jaguars beat the Jets 29-15. I think we pretty much called that one. Seon, did I say the Jets are going to beat the Jaguars? I think I did.
I think I did too.
Look,
y'all both gonna pick the Jets.
I picked the Jets. Hey.
I like the look. Last week they looked real good. I was like, Sam Darnold about to do some things, and then he did some things.
You said they looked good last week against the Patriots.
Not against the Patriots. The week before.
Cowboys.
Nobody's going to look good against the Patriots. Honestly, that Patriots defense is sick.
I don't know. Next Sunday night looks pretty damn good. I'm gonna try to get tickets to that game too.
The Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who? Y'all hosting or y'all going?
You know we hosting.
Okay, so New England's coming to Dallas. Okay.
You know it.
All right.
They gonna take that L.
What do you say?
That whole L, that they gonna lose. Them Dallas Cowboys gonna get spanked. That's what's gonna happen.
All right.
Have me back on that week, and I'm gonna let y'all know something.
That's a bet.
I'm here for that. I'm here for this.
All right. The Colts beat the Broncos 15-13.
Joe Flacco's injured.
Flacco's trash. And my thing is, his comments after the game were so unwarranted. I'm like, dude, you are the quarterback. Why are you coming out complaining about the offense?
Because he's the quarterback.
Line was trash.
Trash.
Because he's the quarterback.
He's trash.
He got the right to complain about the offense.
Man, look, I'm like this dude. Like they traded for you, and you're coming out and you looking like straight bum. Like, dog, I mean all the way through. I'm like, dog, like, just shut your mouth.
So do you think that got something to do with the play calling?
Huh?
Do you think that got something to do with the play calling?
No, I think Joe Flacco's about.
I think Flacco, if he had more control of the offense.
When was the last time?
Denver
put up some good offensive stats?
Hmm?
When was the last time Denver put up some good offensive stats?
When Peyton Manning.
When they got their shit blown out
Peyton
in
Manning.
the Super Bowl that year to the Seahawks. Well, ever since then they've been a defensive team.
I'm not.
And had Brock, come on, man. They offense has been shit since then.
I agree with you. But I'm just saying, I think John Elway needs to. If they end up having a losing record by more than games,
John Elway's assessments on quarterbacks
is trash.
Trash.
So he part of the issue. He didn't want to draft Russell Wilson because he was short. That was the only reason. He said he loved him. Everything else.
Well,
but said he wasn't tall enough to be a quarterback.
Well, he's also a Trump supporter, but that's nothing.
Well, he didn't draft Russ Wilson,
right?
And then drafted a 6'7" Buck Osweiler.
Took the money and ran.
I ain't mad at Osweiler though. I wish I could have did it.
Exactly.
I wish I could have did the shit. I'd have did it.
Eagles beat the Bills 31-13. Look, I knew it was going to come to an end sometime. I knew the Bills were going to lose sometime. I didn't know it was going to be to the Eagles. The Eagles went up there and whooped the living hell out of the Buffalo Bills. I didn't see that coming. But the Eagles look determined. They look like they're ready to play. I know they're still sick over not getting any cornerbacks. I know you spend a lot of time in that Eagles group. Do you think that it's desperation time for them to get better players on defense?
I think it's desperation time all over. I'm gonna be honest with you. Carson Wentz ain't as good as these Eagle fans and these experts think he is.
I agree.
The Eagles are a better team with Foles for some reason. They just are. Like, when I see Wentz, I just think that we're going to win because I have absolutely no faith in Carson Wentz. They played 8 games, right?
Yep.
Half his games he's had 200 yards or less. There's nothing elite about that. If that was any other quarterback, we saying that he's a game manager.
Cowboy.
To be honest with you, I think Wentz has the goods, but I don't think he's a leader. I just don't. Guys play harder, they follow. You know what I mean? Like,
going on in that locker room.
Some guys got it and some guys just don't.
It's too much mess.
I don't think Wentz got it.
It's too much mess going on in that locker room. Too many anonymous sources coming out with all types of crap against each other. I'm like,
now, was that happening when Foles was quarterback?
Nope.
Yeah.
So
like I said, it's leadership, man.
So Orlando,
some guys ain't got that.
So Orlando Scandrick coming out and basically putting the whole team on blast, talking about how they still riding high off their Super Bowl joint. I was like, bro, he went in that joint. He aired that dirty laundry out in that locker room.
Yeah, they let him go, so he aired their ass out. I ain't mad at him.
About getting let go.
I ain't mad at him.
You don't think it was any facts to nothing he said?
Oh, it's all facts.
No, I believe
it was all facts.
I believe him. I believe 100%. I'm just saying.
But what happens in the locker room is supposed to stay in the locker room type of stuff, man.
He just aired it out. That's the only thing about, like, bro, like, he aired the shit out. But I ain't mad at him, you know what I'm saying? But he just wasn't. I guess he wasn't what they needed in the defensive backfield. So tomorrow is actually the trade deadline. So let's see if they try to make a move for Chris Harris, a move that they desperately need.
They desperately need. I got a question, man. Should the Panthers try to trade Cam Newton?
Hell no. No. I'm not a Cam fan either, but I think he's a better quarterback than what they got now.
Absolutely.
I think they're getting lucky right now because they're riding the defense. And
Did they win this Sunday?
McCaffrey is
they got smoked.
They got stomped. So yeah,
McCaffrey is looking like the MVP this year.
Hey, and remember I told you Friday. I told you Friday that the Panthers was going to take that L too.
We ain't even get to that game. Let's get to the Titans beat the Bucks 27-23. Rams beat the Bengals 24-10. 49ers beat the Panthers 51-13. 51-13, bro. How do you do that? Yo, you got smoked like a blunt on 420, dog. You got mollywopped like 51-13. Let me read these stats. So Jimmy Garoppolo went 18 of 22 for 175, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Jimmy's so overrated, by the way.
Tevin Coleman had 11 rushes for 105, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. Okay? Kyle Allen went 19 of 37 for 158 and 3 interceptions. Quarterback rating of 31.
Quarterback rating of terrible.
Christian McCaffrey had 14 carries for 117 yards and 1 touchdown. I'm telling you the dude's on point. Let me read these.
Panthers defense is trash.
Yes.
Remember I told you, bro. I told you that Panthers defense was suspect, and I told you that line was going to get pressure on Kyle Allen, and that Cinderella was going to turn back into a pumpkin. I told you, man. Some guys got it, and some guys. That's what I'm saying. Cam used to make that offensive line look real good.
No, they scored at least 10 points in every quarter. Oh,
they got spanked.
They got whooped.
Shit, Nick Bosa looked like he might be defensive player of the year. Shit.
Oh, I already called that.
I'm not gonna deny that.
I already called that.
Not gonna deny that.
That would be 2 out of 3 years Ohio State had, and then next year with Chase Young coming, it's gonna be the same thing.
Hey, Chase Young's a stud though. I'm gonna give him that.
Trade up to get him.
That kid's the goods.
Hope we trade up to get him. The Patriots beat the Browns 27-13. Odell Beckham being Odell Beckham at the end of the game. I think it's time for the Browns fans to really get off that jock and be like, yo, you know what? We're not making the playoffs this year. Not with the way that the Ravens and Lamar Jackson are looking. If they beat the Patriots next week, they really looking like a threat to the AFC. For real. I don't really see any other. If the Baltimore Ravens get their defense together, I don't see many teams beating them other than New England. Kansas City. Hold on. Let me get to the rest of this games.
Oh, you said the Ravens?
Yeah, the Ravens. If they get their defense together, outside the Patriots and maybe the Chiefs, who else is going to beat them in the AFC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The Texans now.
I like the Texans, bro.
I like the Texans, but yeah, I guess you could put them up there. So the Texans might
look, man. Their quarterback is the goods, bro.
Look,
Deshaun Watson is the goods.
27-24. They beat my Raiders yesterday. They go to 5-3. Let's go to the stats. Deshaun Watson, 27-39 for 3 touchdowns, 279, 3 touchdowns, and a quarterback rating of 122.
I told you that kid's the
and
goods,
threw the
man.
game-winning touchdown pass blind.
Bro, we were in that game, dog. Derek Carr went 18 of 30 for 285, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
No, it was a good game. It was a hell of a game.
I'm just pissed off we couldn't win because that would have been like, and J.J. Watt is out for the season.
Yeah. Then I think he tore his pectoral.
They traded the wrong defensive end.